Alright, episode 3, we are back. So, we're gonna go ahead and head right on over to do some more things. There was a couple of people we didn't talk to last episode. A few people in the town. I'll click through it fast enough so it doesn't take forever, and people can pause it and read the dialogue. Oh crap. I think I double tapped by accident. There's an interesting character over here. I like her. We'll see her in a moment. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Crafty Zhu. Wood, earth, water, fire, and metal. So she's got ritual garb. So yeah, you can pick whichever outfit that you want, and you can look however you want. You could have ritualistic garbs and carry a minigun, or you can cast spells and be wearing a giant ballistic armor. It's just appearance for how you want to look. Meow. Yes, like a cat. She's probably at work 24/7, so. Well, she literally lives here. Oh, so she actually talks to Gobbet a little bit. Alright, so she does get... I know a Gobbet. She and Isabel got me out of a tough spot. So she paints. Wow. I can actually imagine the picture of that in my mind as I read it. For her to be going, for her mom to constantly go in and out of the walled city, there must be some people in there that know her mom, right? As much as she goes in and out of there. I never knew about her tattoo. She doesn't tell female characters about her tattoo. I played as like I think a female orc, or was it a human or an elf? I can't remember. I think maybe it was a human. So on that subject, I don't know. I just stared blankly at the screen, just thinking about everything Crafty's had to tell us. And she's an interesting character. I like her. This is important that we do actually talk to characters in this game. It does affect things within the game. And as I said, there's not some big ass morality meter that says, hey, ring ring, look at this, right here. This good. You did good answer for conversation. It's not like that. It's a bit more mundane than that. Like Crafty, she wouldn't be looking into this shit if we didn't tell her, or if we didn't ask. And characters do need enough time to do these things. If you wait until the end of the game and go like, hey Crafty, I need you to look through this shit. Uh, sorry, she's not gonna be able to do it, man. They do need active time, so time is a factor in this game. Well, not like legitimate time, but in-game time. We always have a choice. Exactly. Not everyone's choices is weighed evenly. A big CEO or executive deciding to dump toxic sludge into the Flint River. Yeah, that's a bigger, much bigger decision than me deciding whether or not I'm gonna upload today. But we do have choices. Some people want to play as shamans more often in these games, and then they look and they figure out, oh, I have to pay for my fetishes every time I want to use them. I don't want to do that. I'm never gonna play as shaman again. But they fail to understand just how powerful those things are. Like, you don't use chromes as a shaman. You probably won't really get a very strong gun because you won't have a lot of skill points into guns to be able to upgrade. So what do you have? Well, you've got extremely fucking powerful fetishes that you can summon demons and shit that you can take like what, 5 actions in a turn? You can get 4 actions on your familiar and then 1 action on yourself. That's 5. That is a lot of power, dude. If you got all of that on top of having money too, bro. The power. Money is a limited commodity in this game, so do not waste your money. It's a limited commodity. It is finite how much money you can get. You can't farm forever. So we're gonna go to Wampoa Garden first. And yeah, let's see who's sabotaging our shit. Wait a minute. Maxim Law. We didn't talk to him yet. Hey, SimSense chip. $120 Nguyen. Nice. We don't have enough decking to really understand what the hell he's talking about. I like poking at Maximum Law. I'm just messing with him. So this is what you can do to spend money. Cyberdex. There we go. So you could actually manually purchase programs for Isabel instead of using her skill points. In the super long term, I mean, yeah, putting stuff on your money is great, whatever. But the thing is, things don't happen super long term. They happen at a certain point in the game. So it's either possible or not possible to do certain things. And I would like it to be possible for me to get 1.4k Nguyen before the next mission starts. So that's going to be hard, though. I don't think there's much else that I could really... Unless I went to the Shadowland BBS the previous day. But no. I think we're pretty done. I think we can talk to the guy who's got drones, though. Before we go. Reliable Matthew. Right back at you, beautiful. Oh, a man after my own heart. Peach-scented moisturizer and stale tobacco smoke. This dude's got style. Fallout New Vegas style. Alright, I get the situation, Matthew. Oh, you probably wanted to see the drones available, huh? They've got some decent drones. Assault drones. That's a sniper drone. That thing can dish out some filthy damage if you leave it in place. The Robo-Doc. That one can actually, you know, fly over and use a med kit on people, which is really useful. Smoker! It's a smoker! Alright. So that's all done. Goodbye, Matthew. Let's go stop the Wampo and Elders from being slaughtered. So we can actually recruit other soldiers into the missions. Or other Shadowrunners that aren't in our normal group. We're probably not going to do that very much. Or ever, really, because that's a lot of money to do. A whole lot. So we're going to take Isobel, because she's a decker. She can deck. Very good. Ractor, for his skills in robotics and intelligence. His biotech knowledge is actually very valuable. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely the guy to take. Gobbet, we can probably take her for her ability to conjure. And yeah, she's got conjuring, summoning, spirit control. That'd be good for info. Duncan, though, he can fucking slam dunk on some people, let me tell you. Excuse me. But yeah, Duncan, let's... wait, no, hold on. Let's think about this for a second. Duncan or Gobbet? I think that I have enough conjuring that we don't need Gobbet right now. Or, I'm sorry, summoning. Yeah. I think we'll take Duncan. Because we invested skill points into summoning, we can afford to take Duncan on this mission. So we'll have that extra fighting power. And Duncan is a goddamn boss. Plus, he has a level 2 medkit. Gobbet, she has no medkits. Gobbet can heal, though. But, again, wound management and having a healer in a mission doesn't, you know, it's not as overly essential in other games. The wound system on here is very, very nice. Of allowing everybody to heal their most recent wound. When combat ends. So basically, everybody can afford to be hit one time, and then they start taking permanent damage. And then if they get hit once and applied with a status ailment, that actually makes status ailments very valuable. because it stops the enemies from healing so much. The same is just as deadly for you as well, so cure yourself of things, take heed, protect yourself from statuses. Yeah, it looks like a big yacht. That's pretty useful for the Wampoans to do. Alright, well, we've got some audio commentary here, so let me pump up the bass. Should just clip a frickin' man-at-arms bellowing as I turn the master volume back up. Alright.
Grendel, which is called Outsider in the final version. The genesis of that mission was that Andrew had come up with a general idea for how he wanted Gaichu to join the party. And it involved basically CSI Hong Kong type behavior. And I was like, alright, well, let's see if I can make a mission where it's possible to do the entire thing without firing a single shot and have it be interesting. And the practical upshot of that is, oh my god, there was a lot of writing that I had to do on that. And the second upshot is, this Wampoa place is very multicultural. I think we'll put a lot of backers in here because it's a good place for expatriates to go. So it was fun to break that up into lots of little small chunks, like the various shops, and have that sort of like police procedural plot arc where you go and investigate something and then go quiz somebody on what you'd learned and then go investigate a new thing. I think I was thinking a lot about playing Call of Cthulhu and Delta Green at the same time. But one of the things that I think really makes that mission for me is the horrible wash of neon everywhere. And the fact that everything is bright and shiny. And it's like, oh my god, assault on my eyes because this looks like Hong Kong. Yes!
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a definite sense of place in that mission. That's for sure.
It's a real place.
One of the first missions to really like fully come together from my memory, which is incomplete at best. But I remember playing Grendel and just feeling like the combination of the writing and the like you said, the sort of investigative gameplay and the Hong Kong visuals. Like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. That's pretty cool.
Well, Tyler deserves a lot of props for building it because he both built it and wrote the entire thing, and the challenge in doing that, because from my perspective of playing through it, like there are so many stages to it where like I remember playing through it twice and not getting, in my idea, the ideal outcome of no shots fired. And I would keep going over to Tyler's desk and poking him on the shoulder. I was like, but I did this, and I talked to this person, and I found this thing. How come I didn't get it? And he's like, well, you missed things. There's still stuff there. And so,
like a detective.
Yeah, there was so many layers to it, and there's so many different outcomes that just the sheer, challenge of building that thing and the fact that it landed so nicely, and it is one of the better missions in the game, I truly think. Like, that was awesome. Like, really.
The thing that interests me is the collaboration between Andrew and Tyler, and that Andrew created Gaichu. Tyler wrote a lot of Gaichu.
Well, Tyler was the writer of Gaichu. I mean,
that's amazing to me that somebody could create a character that somebody else writes. What was that like for you to pick up on that?
Well, you hand me a samurai as a character, and as somebody who majored in Japanese studies, I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it as far as I fucking can.
Yeah, see, that's good resource management.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like on the one hand, I was sad not to write the character, but on the other hand, I very quickly came to realize that Tyler was the right person to write this character. He was better equipped to write Gaichu than I ever could have been. So.
And it's good to eat man flesh every once in a while.
Well, especially if you marinate it in some nice soy and dashi stuff.
I think we should jump in here and talk about one of the things, like little Easter eggs with Duncan, and how if you go into Gaichu's room when he's not there and you eat something, what's the other place? And Duncan says a line, and then what's the other place?
I believe what Duncan says is like, is this who we are now? We go on a mission, we break into a strange place, and you eat their dinner? What's wrong with you?
Exit stage left,
Exit stage left is the connection to that.
And you can drink something off of the liquor cabinet and exit stage left.
Yeah, and Duncan's just like...
And Duncan just does not know what is wrong with you.
Yeah, and that only happens if Duncan is there for both of those. It's just like, you're just the person... You're a food-crazed
beast.
Yeah. There's something we did with Isabel. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, but it speaks like to the maturity of the editor and the tool we were working in, is we could quickly throw those things in without too much cost. And if you do hit that very specific case of having those people, it's nice to be able to add that.
To be fair, we don't have any QA team members here.
Yeah.
well, really quickly though, one thing that is great about being a small team in earshot and working with a game and a tool that is not like it's just you come up with an idea to like connect something in a fun way to another mission, and just like two people can solve that in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like, all right, we got to get the animation lead in here, and then the voice acting people, and then we have to see like a producer to look about rearranging the schedule to see like that's something fun about doing something where everything is text based and the team is small, and you can just sort of, when those sort of small inspirations hit you, we're actually able to take advantage of that stuff. So that's one thing that was pretty fun about working on all the Shadowrun projects in that respect.
Yeah, once we understood the voices of the characters, a lot of different people were touching all the different characters, and just understanding this is an appropriate line for Duncan to say. Example, that's cool as hell.
Alright, so that's the developer dialogue. Alright, so let's fucking man at arms. Pump up the bass! Slam the master volume all the way to the fucking right. Did they literally copy paste the same exact people with the umbrellas? Ah, I was just munching down a sandwich. I was starving, man. I had to make one while they were doing that developer commentary. You have no idea how glad I was to see that shit. So that way I didn't have to cut the video. You people are fucking weird. Ah, my eyes. There we go. And you see, we don't have the conjuring for that, or spell casting. But Ractor has the expertise. It definitely wasn't meant to subdue them. I mean, you don't flay somebody without, like, subduing them. Or, yeah, the skin from the body is completely, like, fucking flayed and shit. So somebody killed this dude, flayed the skin off of his body, chopped the fucking head off, and then just smeared the blood on the wall. This blood looks like somebody just took a sword and just samurai sliced that shit like it was supposed to be a like button on the wall or something. But I have no idea what a reference like that would be to. Do you? Corey Kentrine, of course. God damn it. I have to say it. So we're just synthesizing this, giving everybody time to think as I play. Have Isabel debug it. Alright, so that's all of the interactables in here. Alright, so nothing gets by you, does it, Mr. Main? It's pretty funny. Let's see. Maybe I'll kill you if you make another joke. Boy. He's just trying to be friendly. But everybody's got a fucking angle in this game. They're all suspicious. Maybe this guy has a couple of different weapons. He's got a 30 cap assault rifle. Shocking glove. You know, this would actually be a great weapon to give to Duncan. It would be. Let's go investigate that garage. Let's see if we can get the key. Oh, more people are actually able to talk to us now. So this woman is into materials science. Now, that is a nice suit. Real nice suit. But it's even nicer to have, you know, that good shit. And by that good shit, I mean that cyberware. Oh boy, jazz. When we're done getting some of our upgrades, we are gonna be stacking up on that shit. Jazz is the shit. Jazz is good. Very good. So for the sake of people who don't have the academic etiquette, I'm gonna do this the alternative way. That won't require any, Okay, yeah. Isobel points it out for us. That there's somebody down in the shop who might be able to do this for us. You don't get bonus EXP for fighting people or really anything like that. I was running back in this direction because I figured we forgot something, but, you know, we need a key for the storm drain, so maybe we just need to speak. Maybe we just need to speak with these people. Well, shit, that didn't work. The hell do I go? I'm just, lost. This guy, Porter Lamb, is an investigator, so... Oh, so he has a storm drain key. Alright. Some of these fights in this area can be particularly brutal if you let it be. And, you know, if you don't have the skill sets or the desire to go through the dialogue, you just want to fight because, you know, fighting. Cool and fun, interactive. Look at the face, the teeth on that lady, huh? Attacking! No, we don't have to. So you don't need the etiquettes for this either. If you found his body just a little bit ago. I can see a shaman in their group. That shaman would have been trouble without Gobbet. So that was Magpie's necklace. We gave it to them so we could get into the stock, or not the stock room, the jack point. he actually he actually said it. Whew! Gaichu! A blind swordsman. These motherfucking elders killed their own. Your ways have sustained you, huh? Get that shit out of here. Alright, we've gotten everything from around here. I was very quiet during that episode, so sorry about that, but, well, there was a shit ton of text. Could you guys imagine if I sat there and I was still voicing out every line? That's why I can't. The time consumption is too great. I could do that in Warsaw because the text was, you know, pretty spread out. Pretty even. Alright, so that was quite the mission. So we're gonna stop this part here. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'm gonna save. We are gonna end it right here, right now. Alright, the game's saved. Thank you everybody. End.